Back in January, I started a brand new journal, and 10 months later, so much has changed. I finished one, started another, and created almost 50 new journal spreads since my last flip through back in April. So today, I'm giving you an updated look inside my journal and sharing a few of my favorite pages. We are starting this flip through with a bang because this might actually be the journal spread I am most proud of. I love flaps, and this just felt next level, adding one on each side. It felt like French doors opening, it felt like a grand reveal, and inside are actually updates from March and April, which just proves that it's totally okay to catch up on spreads months later. Moving on to the summer months. Summer inspired so many fresh, fun pages in my journal. I documented birthdays, events, outings, but one of the main things I focused on was working on my summer journal challenge, which you're about to see right here. In June, I started a summer journal challenge over on my Instagram, and it was just a silly little challenge. It was not that serious. It was inspired by the summer reading challenges that a lot of libraries hold. I wanted to bring back a playful way, a nostalgic way to get into our journals and create more during the summer. So I made this challenge, like I said, on Instagram. I asked people to give me some of their ideas, mixed in with some of my own. I came up with these 12 prompts, and people were able to interpret these prompts however they wanted. So you can see right here the 12 different prompts that I had, and the prize was just a stationery box full of goodies. So this was really fun to do, and I'll show you guys some of the pages that I made for these prompts. Not gonna lie, it took me a while to actually start this. Life just got busy for me. I don't think I started until like much later. And also, I was very involved in my other journals. So FYI, things are going to be out of order here, but that's kind of the backstory. This was my summer bucket list, which I didn't end up doing until like beginning of August, I think. So that's why I just titled it Before Summer Ends. That was my interpretation of the summer bucket list. And then here's my summer soundtrack. Instead of doing like, you know, songs that just feel like summer, I wanted to write down the songs I actually could not stop listening to during the summer. And I love how like looking at this and replaying them instantly brings back memories of this season of life. So it's really fun to just like see what songs you were loving during this time. I love how songs are able to do that for us. So this was my summer soundtrack. This was my dream vacation page. I found a bunch of pictures on Pinterest of places that I wanted to visit, and then I think the rest might be in my other journal. So this is my To My Inner Child prompt. I just sat down and wrote a letter to my inner child because I really feel like this whole year has been dedicated to my inner child. So I made this spread with all of these nostalgic stickers from Prince of California, and I just dedicated this spread to my inner child. Again, people were able to interpret these prompts however they liked. I had seen some people spend the summer like drawing with chalk or journaling while blowing bubbles, and I just love seeing how creative and personal people got with their summer journal prompts, and that was really the point of it, to just have fun. So yeah, this was just some of the examples that I did for mine. I'm going to quickly flip through the rest of my summer prompts. So this is where I tried something new, and this was my create your own prompt page. And then lastly, exposing myself here, there were 3 summer pages that I started and never finished, but I do hope to eventually get back to these pages. I still wanted to show them in this video just to prove to you guys that it is totally normal to have unfinished pages. This was also a part of my summer journal challenge to make a journal spread with junk from your city. So I just collected a bunch of things from this day, and you can also flip this open. During this time, my life was completely changed once I switched over to a B5 for my creative journal. For reference, this is an A5 and this is a B5. And then this is an A5 completely done journal. This is also a hardcover and this is a soft cover. You can see the page size is a lot bigger with a B5, which I love for a creative journal. For a writing journal, I like an A5, but for a creative journal, I am loving, loving, loving the B5. This is the cover page difference in terms of size. And then also this is a B5, this is an A5. So it really all depends on how you like to journal, but I truly love all the space that you have with a B5. These are two 4x6 photos that just fit very nicely on here. Lots of space to write. You can print bigger pictures. You can just add more stuff. Also with a soft cover, it just has a nice bend to it. Unlike a hardcover, if you like to add a ton of junk to it, this is more likely to break. Kind of like my blue one here. Yeah. This was a cheap Amazon brand that I would never recommend, but this is how your journal could potentially look with a hardcover. With a soft cover, I feel like it just stretches a little bit more nicely. Granted, I haven't fully filled this one out yet, but I can just already tell with the way that it's growing that it's just gonna grow a lot nicer and not as stiff as like this one. This one bothers me so bad, and it doesn't help that it's broken, but still. Once I started this journal, I did not want to even touch this journal. I hadn't finished it quite yet, but I was just so in love with, again, how much space I had in here. So I mostly journaled in here for the summer. This is the cover page I made for the new journal. I love, love, love the kind of crafty, artsy look that I went with. Everything on here is basically from my sticker cutter machine, minus the buttons. These are from Olive and Mabel. I also made this mood board. I cut out these letters myself and then added heart stickers, and I really like the look of it. And then I did a little mid-year check-in. I even made a video a few months ago doing this kind of mid-year check-in, kind of reflecting on the past half of the year and then writing down some of my highlights. This was a really, really nice, just kind of reflective moment for me here. Especially with the end of the year on its way, instead of like a mid-year check-in, you can do an end of the year check-in, and you can ask yourself questions like, what energized me? What has been draining me? What do I want more of in the upcoming season? And then where do I need to set more boundaries? So really, really good questions to ask yourself. This was part of my life reset that I did. I made a little vision board, and then I just cut out a bunch of pictures of different brands that I want to work with in the future. And along with this, I put a lot of quotes that really inspired me and resonated with me. Here's the second half of my vision board. This was kind of like a content creator vision board, and then this was kind of my like more personal life vision board. This is my camping page. This was a day where we went to see the Seattle storm. This was just a simple page that I made after spending a day at the farmer's market. And then I believe for these photos, I printed these using my Leanne photo printer. The photo quality is truly amazing, like basically true to color. So I really, really love this Leanne printer of mine. At this point, you might be thinking, another journal? Does this girl really need to start a new journal for everything? And to that I say yes. Yes, I do. My brain loves to categorize things, so making a new reading journal just made sense to me, especially since I realized that I'm not a fan of journals that already have prompts inside of them for us to fill out. Because of that, I wanted to create my own, and I wanted it to be simple yet scrapbooky and also customizable. So this is basically what I came up with. And I haven't updated it in a while, so that may be for a future video, but these are basically all the pages that I made in my new reading journal. August, so here's my mood board. And then my monthly recap. These are pages I do almost every month. And then here is another junk journal page I made. The one cool thing that I really liked about this page is that I cut up a napkin to spell out these words, and then these little dogs in the back were part of the ice cream wrapper that we ate earlier that day. I just got the biggest smile on my face turning to this page. As I'm flipping through each of these pages, I'm just being reminded of all of the memories and the day that took place inside of these pages. This is a little date night spread that I made. We watched Freakier Friday, and I actually really loved the movie, and this is like coming from someone who is actually talking trash about sequels to movies. I just thought it was so funny and well done. And I went with the purple and green kind of theme here. I used my ransom letter stickers, and then I also used Prince of California. I think he had like a nostalgic sticker pack that I got, so I thought that it looked perfect with this spread. Then come my fall pages. I have my cover page and my mood board. And then I have my bucket list, things I'm looking forward to. I'm so sorry if I keep referencing my other videos, but I also have a video making these fall pages that you can watch if you're interested in seeing me put these together. I have a junk page and then a fall playlist page. I went to a Jonas Brothers concert. Now that I'm flipping through all these pages, I don't know how I'm gonna choose my favorites. But this is my Jonas Brothers page, and then the last page of this flip through is my little fall gallery. I live in the Pacific Northwest. It's a region in the United States that I consider to be the most superior area, and fall is just in full swing. So these are all photos that I took during our fall walks. I thought it was such a cute idea to kind of call it a fall gallery. For some reason, it just makes it feel a little bit more special, like, you know, they're part of your gallery, your memory museum, and you're kind of like documenting it in this way, especially lining them up like this, kind of makes it look a little bit artistic, and just all the colors make me so happy. So this is, I have so many favorite pages to choose from, but I think this is currently my favorite journal page, and I might even make a second fall gallery because my camera roll is full of all of the foliage right now. It's so pretty, even like the mushrooms that we have growing, the reds, the oranges, the yellows, the browns. I feel so spoiled to live in the area that I do, because it is such a wonder to step outside of our door every day and see all of this color. So yeah, this is the final page of my journal, and I think we can wrap up this video. Now that you've reached the end of this video, you have officially seen what 6 months of journaling looks like for me. I hope you take this as a reminder that you can journal about literally anything, and that there is no right or wrong way to fill your journal. I also hope you remember that your life is worth documenting, no matter how big, small, frivolous, or mundane you might think some moments may be. Hopefully this gave you a little inspiration for the rest of the year or the new year ahead. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye, friends.